Hey people, it's Candidate Tatum here. I'm looking a little wild. Ignore that, ignore that. Candidate Tatum here with my 2 minutes and 24 seconds. It is 69 days until the election, or actually it's a lot less than that because it's almost the next day. But I'm going to start my timer now. So in 2020, I'm gonna read this headline. LBUSD Board of Education adopts equity policy. That was a headline in one of our local news outlets. What's really interesting, and this was, July 21st, 2020. July 21st, 2020. What's really interesting, and I'm going to deviate a little bit from my 2 minutes and 24 seconds, y'all, is that the opposition, the person that I'm running against, claims that they championed for the equity policy. The equity policy was adopted in July 2020. That was about August, September, October, November. 4 months before they were elected into office. Just saying. But anyway, in 2020, something that came out of the, I would say the aftermath of the murder of George Floyd, when there were uprisings, community came forward and they were like, we need more equity. And I have to be honest with you, I have challenges with the word equity. I think it's a buzzword. I think it's overused, especially by Long Beach Unified. Yet a policy was adopted. And this policy, what it called for was that the school district form an equity leadership team that would come together and they would create a more thorough, I would say, policy, or a more thorough, an equity policy that would be inclusive of the entire district regarding our students, staff, and I'm going to run out of time before I can actually talk about this. So I'm just going to read one line from the definition of equity in LBUSD. Equity in LBUSD means that we take action to end systemic racism and discrimination that harms students because of their race, culture, disability, economic description, immigration status, gender identification, and or sexual orientation. I'm actually going to come back with this on that, but what happened, I just want to share with y'all, my 2 minutes 24 seconds are up. But when I was getting ready to prepare to talk about this topic, and I had actually went to the school district, so there was a policy, there was a policy from in December 2021 that was voted on, but there was also an equity policy from 2020 that was voted on. So it's just really interesting. I'm going to have to do a little more homework specifically on the equity policy. Anyway, hashtag Team Tatum, 69 days to the election.